Believe it or not, there are animals out there bold enough to take on a shark and live to tell the tale. From fearless giant reptiles to sharks battling their own kind, the ocean is full of wild encounters where unexpected creatures have stood their ground against these top predators. With that in mind, here are 20 times sharks tangled with the wrong opponents. Number 20. Shark eats another shark in accident. In a wild underwater twist straight out of a shark drama, a big female sand tiger shark at South Korea's Ko-ex aquarium decided to turn one of her tank mates into a snack. The 8-year-old predator, measuring about 7.2 feet long, calmly swallowed a smaller 5-year-old male shark that was just half her size, around 3.5 feet. It happened on a Thursday evening and shocked aquarium staff, as this was the first time such a thing had occurred there. Witnesses say she swam around for 10 minutes with the other shark's tail still hanging from her mouth. After nearly a full day, only the tail tip was visible. Interestingly, sand tiger sharks can't digest bone, so the aquarium expects her to vomit the remains within a week. Sand tiger sharks may look scary with their sharp teeth and pointed snouts, but they're usually slow and non-aggressive toward humans, found in oceans from Japan to South Africa and even in the United States East Coast. These sharks are known for their ability to gulp air from the surface, which helps them glide silently through the water. These sharks are born fighters. Inside the womb, the strongest embryo eats its siblings, a behavior called intrauterine cannibalism. Number 19. Whale shark collides with manta ray. In 2019, something surprising happened at the Georgia Aquarium in the United States. Two gigantic ocean creatures got into a rare face-off. A video shows a massive whale shark charging directly at a stingray, which was peacefully floating just above it. Out of nowhere, the whale shark bumps the stingray hard on the head. The powerful fish then pushes the stingray back about 1 meter. Stunned but not giving up, the stingray tries to escape by swimming above the shark. Meanwhile, hundreds of smaller fish, including colorful tropical species, swim nervously around them, keeping a safe distance from the giants. Whale sharks, the largest fish in the world, can grow up to an astonishing 40 feet long, though many average around 23 feet. These gentle giants feed on plankton and small fish, using their massive mouths to filter the water. Despite their enormous size, whale sharks are known for their calm nature and are often described as gentle giants. Stingrays, too, are no small fish. Some species can grow over 6 feet wide and have impressive tail spines. Both these creatures are considered ocean leviathans, often discussed alongside other marine giants like the great white shark or the mysterious giant squid, known for their size and the mystery surrounding their lives in the deep sea. Number 18. Electric eel scared sharks. Most people would never willingly let an electric eel zap them, but biologist Kenneth Catania from Vanderbilt University did exactly that, all in the name of science. He spent years studying these electrifying creatures, and while we've always known they pack a serious jolt, Catania wanted to understand just how strong their shocks are. So he volunteered his arm for the job. In a recent study published in Current Biology, he describes how electric eels don't just swim around randomly zapping things, they're smart, strategic hunters. In earlier tests, his team used fake crocodile heads and artificial limbs to mimic prey and threats. But for this latest experiment, Catania went all in. The electric eel he studied, Electrophorus electricus, is a type of electric fish, not a true eel. Its long body contains 3 massive organs packed with special cells called electrocytes. These cells work like tiny batteries, moving sodium and potassium ions to create electric pulses. When an eel gets excited, like when it's hunting or defending itself, it can unleash these charges instantly. Catania found that when they strike, electric eels can even leap from the water to shock their target directly, releasing electricity strong enough to cause muscle contractions in large animals. Now that's a shocking superpower. Number 17. Barracuda versus shark. Barracuda bites might happen more often than shark bites, but the chances of dying from one are almost non-existent. Despite their sharp teeth and fearsome reputation, barracudas are less dangerous than they seem. These agile predators are notorious for their aggressive behavior, which is where their fear factor comes from. Barracudas have razor-sharp teeth and small, powerful jaws, which they use to ambush their prey with explosive speed. They are often referred to as stealth hunters because of their ability to sneak up on fish with incredible speed, making them one of the ocean's most efficient hunters. Although barracudas are fierce, they don't have many natural predators due to their size and speed. Only large sharks, killer whales, big tuna, and even some dolphins pose a threat. Even a young lemon shark has been seen narrowly escaping the jaws of a barracuda in several shocking encounters. Barracudas have been known to attack smaller sharks, including shark pups, proving their predatory dominance. The great barracuda can grow up to 6 feet long and is found in subtropical seas worldwide. Despite being primarily scavengers, barracudas sometimes mistake snorkelers or swimmers for predators and follow them in hopes of finding leftover food. While bites on humans are rare, They typically occur when the fish mistakes a swimmer's shiny jewelry or movement for a potential prey item. Number 16. Dolphins fight off sharks. In places like Sarasota, Florida, large sharks such as the bull shark and the great white often target dolphins, especially vulnerable ones like young calves or sick adults, since they are the easiest and weakest prey. Shockingly, about 1/3 of the dolphins in Sarasota bear visible scars from shark bites. In other regions, like the coastlines of Australia, sharks also pose a significant danger to dolphins, which makes these coastal waters high-risk zones for dolphin populations. However, dolphins aren't defenseless against these predators. They rely on their strong social bonds and teamwork. Dolphins live in pods, and this close-knit community is essential for protection. When a shark attacks, dolphins rally together, surrounding the predator and driving it away. They do this by using their sharp, powerful snouts to ram into the shark's most vulnerable spots, its soft underbelly and gills. The force of these blows can cause significant damage, often deterring sharks from continuing their assault. Interestingly, larger dolphins, such as the adult males, are less likely to fall victim to sharks. Their size and strength, along with their ability to coordinate complex defense strategies, make them formidable opponents. Some dolphin pods have been observed working together to chase off sharks, showcasing remarkable intelligence and unity in their fight for survival. Now it's time for today's topic. While filming an episode for an upcoming Discovery Channel special on shark migration, a documentary crew stationed off the coast of Fernando de Noronha, Brazil, encountered something they weren't prepared for. What began as a routine dive to film oceanic whitetips quickly escalated when the team spotted a massive great white shark, estimated to be over 22 feet long, moving erratically beneath their vessel. As the shark swam closer, the team realized it was severely injured, its gill slits torn, chunks of flesh missing near the jawline, and deep, parallel claw-like gashes across its snout. The wounds were fresh, still bleeding, and unlike anything typically seen from boat strikes or territorial bites. Experts reviewing the footage ruled out interaction with another great white due to the shape and depth of the wounds. Some suggest an encounter with a colossal squid, while others suspect an even more terrifying possibility, a larger, more aggressive predator not yet documented. What kind of creature could overpower a full-grown great white and leave it fleeing, battered, and gashed? As one diver whispered after surfacing, "We went looking for sharks, but something else found the sharks first, and whatever it was, it's still out there." Number 15. Fight between giant crocodile and bull shark. Brutus is one of the most famous crocodiles in Australia, and honestly, in the whole world. At around 80 years old, this giant saltwater croc is still alive and kicking in the wild. He's become a star on the Adelaide River in the Northern Territory, especially for his jaw-dropping trick, leaping out of the water to snatch chunks of kangaroo meat dangled from tour boats. Tourists love it. But Brutus isn't just a performer, he's a survivor. He lost his right front leg years ago, most likely in a battle with a shark. And yet, this three-legged legend still rules his territory. In one wild moment, tourists watched in stunned silence as Brutus faced off with a bull shark right near the riverbank. The croc, measuring over 18 feet long, clamped the shark between its jaws like it was nothing. Even without a leg, and missing a good number of teeth, Brutus dominated the fight. Andrew Pisces and his family were on a nature tour when they witnessed it. His 7-year-old daughter was completely blown away. So was their guide, who's been doing this for 30 years and said he'd never seen anything like it. They edged the boat closer, and yep, it was a shark. Number 14. Sea turtle versus shark. Imagine an animal so tough that even one of the ocean's most feared predators, a shark, can't get past its defenses. That's the sea turtle for you. With a shell called a carapace made of hard keratin and reinforced bone, this ancient marine reptile is like a swimming tank. Some sea turtle shells can withstand bite forces of over 1,000 pounds per square inch, which is no joke, even for a shark. Sharks will often try flipping the turtle over to expose its softer belly, but the turtle has evolved a clever survival technique. It stays flat and parallel to the shark's jaws, making it almost impossible to get a firm bite. This simple but smart move can mean the difference between life and becoming lunch. In many cases, the turtle manages to wiggle free and swim off with little more than a scratch, leaving the frustrated shark with nothing but a sore jaw, and maybe even a chipped tooth. This isn't just random luck, it's a strategy honed over millions of years. Sea turtles have been navigating Earth's oceans since the time of the dinosaurs, making them one of the oldest living species still around today. Number 13. Shark versus stingray. Stingrays are close relatives of sharks. Both are cartilaginous fish, meaning their skeletons are made of flexible cartilage instead of bone. But that family bond doesn't stop sharks from going after stingrays as a snack. In one dramatic moment, a clever stingray tries to escape a hungry shark by heading straight for the shore. It's a risky move. Stingrays can't breathe out of water for long, so this escape plan has a ticking clock. Eventually, the stingray has to slip back into the ocean, right where the shark is still waiting. People can find stingrays gliding through warm, shallow waters in tropical and subtropical regions all over the world. There are around 220 different species, grouped into 10 families and 20 genera. Sadly, many of them are in trouble. Overfishing and habitat loss have pushed 40 fish species onto the IUCN's list of endangered or vulnerable animals as of 2013, and several more are marked as data deficient because scientists just don't have enough information. Generally, stingrays aren't aggressive. They usually only sting when they're stepped on or feel threatened. That sting, though? Ouch! Their tail has 1 to 3 sharp, venomous barbs. A sting can cause intense pain, swelling, and muscle cramps, sometimes followed by nasty infections. Number 12. Bull shark swims off against many hippos. This wild encounter was caught on camera by tour guide Stacey Farrell at South Africa's Isimangaliso Wetland Park. The video shows a bold bull shark, also called a Zambezi shark, swimming straight into a herd of hippos. Now, hippos aren't exactly shy about doing their business in the water, and that mess often attracts tons of fish. The murky water drew the curious shark in, but it got a little too close for comfort. It started bumping into the hippos, and they did not appreciate the intrusion. The angry hippos lashed out, but the shark, lightning fast, escaped just in time. Bull sharks are known for their aggressive nature, hence the name. They're one of the only big sharks that aren't scared of people, which is why many experts consider them the most dangerous sharks out there. Unlike most sharks, bull sharks can live in both saltwater and freshwater. That's why they've even been spotted way up the Amazon River. They've got thick, muscular bodies and can grow up to 13 feet long, with females being the bigger ones. Related to tiger and great white sharks, bull sharks also have rows of razor-sharp teeth that rotate forward as they wear out. Number 11. Penguin escapes shark attack. Penguins may not be able to fly, but they are some of the best swimmers in the animal kingdom. With their stiff flippers, webbed feet, and streamlined bodies, they're perfectly designed for life in the water. Penguins spend around 75% of their lives in the ocean, where they hunt for food like krill, squid, and small fish. They're excellent divers and can reach speeds of up to 15 miles per hour underwater. To move even faster, they use a unique technique called porpoising, where they leap out of the water and glide along the surface like a torpedo. There's even a dramatic video where a penguin narrowly escapes 2 hungry sharks, truly an epic penguin. But despite their amazing skills, penguins face a growing threat from climate change. Warming temperatures in the polar regions are melting the sea ice that penguins rely on for hunting and nesting. This loss of ice not only limits their access to food but also reduces their nesting sites, leaving them vulnerable. As sea levels rise and temperatures continue to climb, some penguin species are moving further south to find cooler waters. If these trends continue, experts warn that Antarctica could lose most of its penguins by the end of this century, endangering the future of these incredible creatures. Number 10. Shark attacks bird seagull. Talk about luck. One bold seagull somehow managed to survive a close call with none other than a great white shark, that massive ocean predator. Great whites are some of the largest sharks in the world, with females growing up to 6.1 meters long. That's about 20 feet. They can also live a long time. Scientists discovered in 2014 that some might even reach 70 years or more, making them the longest living cartilaginous fish known. These sharks are fierce hunters and rule the ocean food chain. While they usually snack on fish, seals, and seabirds, the only known creature that dares to mess with them regularly is the killer whale. Ironically, humans aren't really on their menu. That whole man-eater thing from Jaws was more fiction than fact. In New Jersey, the tables turned. A beachgoer named Rebecca Stout caught a wild moment on camera. A seagull swooped in and started munching on a small shark near the shore. Another aggressive bird joined in, and together they pretty much devoured the shark. With more bold seabirds showing up lately, it seems like even top predators aren't safe from surprise attacks. Number 9. Giant isopod attacks shark. Far beneath the ocean's surface, where sunlight never reaches and pressure is crushing, lives a strange creature that looks like a giant alien bug, the giant isopod. Found at depths between 500 and 7,000 feet, these creatures thrive in the cold, dark zones of the ocean, where temperatures can drop to nearly freezing. They belong to the same family as pill bugs. People might see them in the backyard, but thanks to a phenomenon called deep-sea gigantism, they can grow up to 20 inches long, making them one of the largest crustaceans of their kind. Giant isopods have a thick segmented shell, 14 legs, and 2 big black compound eyes adapted to detect the faintest traces of light. Although they mostly scavenge for food, dining on the remains of dead whales, fish, and even squid, they've been recorded attacking live prey. In one rare deep-sea video, a giant isopod was seen grabbing a dogfish shark and tearing into its face with powerful mandibles. Despite their terrifying looks, they aren't aggressive to humans. They're essential for ocean health. By breaking down carcasses on the seafloor, giant isopods act like nature's vacuum cleaners, helping to prevent disease and recycle nutrients. Number 8. Dog attack shark while fishing. In August 2019, a truly unbelievable rescue unfolded at Bodega Bay, a popular fishing spot along Northern California's rugged coast. James White, a competitive athlete and seasoned fisherman, was casting lines when he hooked a powerful 6-foot-long 7-gill shark, a species known for its aggressive behavior and prehistoric lineage dating back over 150 million years. After a grueling 10-minute struggle, James finally reeled the shark ashore and removed the hook, but in a sudden twist, the shark flopped free and lunged, sinking its razor-sharp teeth deep into his ankle, hitting an artery and causing severe bleeding. James yelled for help, but no one nearby heard his cries. He was completely alone, or so he thought. High up on a hill, in a parked car with the window cracked, sat his loyal 100-pound pit bull, Darby. Somehow, Darby sensed the danger, busted open the car door, and charged down like a furry missile. Without hesitation, Darby latched onto the shark's gills, but the shark clamped down harder. Thinking fast, Darby switched targets, grabbing the shark by the tail and dragging it off his owner. The shark, overwhelmed, finally released James. White later said, if Darby hadn't been there, he might have bled out. Number 7. Shark versus sea snake. Back in 2001, researchers captured a fascinating underwater moment. A shark, lured by bait on a metal pole, suddenly backed off upon spotting a sea snake nearby. Later, another shark approached and, undeterred, chomped down the entire metal pole. Sea snakes, especially the beaked sea snake, are among the ocean's most venomous creatures. Their venom is so potent that just a few drops can be lethal to multiple humans. Yet tiger sharks in Shark Bay regularly feast on them without any ill effects. These sharks have also been known to consume other venomous or inedible items, including stonefish, puffers, and even objects like ship logs and wooden drums. Interestingly, sea snakes don't seem particularly afraid of sharks. Predators like marine birds and certain fish often follow banded sea crates, hoping to catch the small fish that flee as the snake hunts for eels. For humans, however, it's a different story. While sea snake bites are rare and often dry, when venom is delivered, it can cause severe muscle damage and paralysis. Thanks to antivenom and improved emergency care, fatalities have dropped to about 3% of cases. Still, with thousands of fishermen bitten annually, caution is essential when encountering these serpents of the sea. Number 6. Shark versus orca. Off the coast of New Zealand, a group of orcas has developed a remarkable and rather gruesome new hunting technique. They've acquired a taste for the fatty, nutrient-rich livers of 7-gill sharks. These sharks, which can grow up to 10 feet long and have been around since prehistoric times, are usually considered tough predators themselves. But even their razor-sharp teeth and thick skin aren't enough to protect them from these highly intelligent marine hunters. The orcas use a surprisingly strategic method. They strike the shark with a powerful tail slap, flipping it onto its back. This triggers a strange reaction known as tonic immobility, a trance-like state that temporarily paralyzes the shark. From there, the orca carefully bites into the belly, removing only the liver, an organ so rich in fats and vitamins that it's like a multivitamin bar for marine mammals. Sometimes the attack is so swift and precise that the shark is left floating with nothing but a gaping hole where its liver used to be. Even sharks that look fierce and fearless, like one dubbed Doom, are dispatched in seconds. And if there are other sharks nearby, orcas won't hesitate to target them too. This behavior shows just how smart and adaptable orcas are. Number 5. Leopard seal versus shark. Right from the start, there's a chaotic underwater brawl unfolding. Bubbles are everywhere, bodies are thrashing, and it's hard to tell who's attacking whom. But as the scene clears, a surprising hero emerges, a lone leopard seal caught in a life-or-death struggle with a shark. The shark, likely mistaking the seal for easy prey, moves in for the kill. For a split second, the water turns crimson as the two predators clash, each refusing to back down. The seal's eyes are wild with determination, and its powerful tail sends shockwaves through the icy water. Even a group of nearby penguins scatter in panic, sensing the intensity of the fight. The shark, stunned by the seal's ferocity, tries to twist away, but the seal's grip is unbreakable. But instead of fleeing, the leopard seal fights back, and with force that's both shocking and impressive. Leopard seals are known for their sleek bodies and spotted coats, but they're also top predators in Antarctica. Weighing up to 1,300 pounds and equipped with massive jaws, they can take down penguins, fish, squid, and even other seals. They've got a set of front teeth for gripping prey and sharp molars designed to shred it apart. And in this rare footage, all that power is on full display. The seal clamps down on the shark and doesn't let go. It thrashes and twists, using its strong neck muscles to shake the predator violently. At one point, the shark is almost launched out of the water by the sheer force. Fierce, smart, and highly territorial, they dominate their icy territory and don't take kindly to being challenged. Not even by sharks. Number 4. Orcas attack great white shark. In South Australia, a pod of killer whales made a dramatic attack on a great white shark, leaving divers stunned. They were shark cage diving at the Neptune Islands, off the coast of the Lower Eyre Peninsula, when they witnessed this fierce battle. The scene was described as the ultimate showdown of marine predators. The orca family, which included 2 calves, launched itself out of the water, slamming into the great white. The water frothed with the force of their blows, sending spray high into the air and echoing with the orca's powerful vocalizations. Divers clung to the bars of their cage, barely believing their eyes as the orcas coordinated their attack with almost military precision. At one point, the great white tried to circle back, but a massive adult orca blocked its path, forcing it to stay near the surface. The calves watched closely, learning every move as the adults demonstrated their hunting skills. According to charter operator Matt Waller, while the action above the surface was intense, he imagined there were even more strategic moves happening below, with other orcas working together to keep the shark from escaping. The great white, however, didn't dive under, desperately trying to get away while staying at the surface. Waller, who had never seen such a fight between 2 top predators before, called it the fight of all fights, with emotions running high among the witnesses. Some were crying, others were laughing, and many were in awe. Marine scientist Gina Dickinson, who was part of the crew, explained that the orcas were teaching the young ones how to work together to hunt, showcasing their impressive intelligence. In the end, the shark was finally killed beneath the surface. Number 3. Elephant seal chases great white shark. A 14-year-old boy named Luca O'Susan captured an incredible moment on video at the Raberg National Reserve in Robert, South Africa. While filming, Luca recorded an enormous elephant seal chasing away a shark that was heading toward a group of curious fur seals. The video shows the astonishing moment when the seal, using its surprising agility and power, scared the shark off. It was truly jaw-dropping to witness a seal go head-to-head with a predator like that. The other fur seals scattered in all directions, clearly startled by the sudden commotion. Some even leapt out of the water, splashing down a safe distance away, while a few braver ones watched from the surface. The shark, caught off guard by the elephant seal's boldness, quickly changed direction and disappeared into deeper water. Onlookers along the shore erupted in cheers, amazed by the unexpected turn of events. Luca's mom, Mariella Rossi, explained that her son, who aspires to be a wildlife photographer, had gone out that day hoping to snap photos of the area's famous great white sharks. The locals know the elephant seal well, having nicknamed it Solo. This massive seal is a regular visitor to the bay, especially during the sea calving season when it's known to protect the seals and their pups from predators. While Luca was filming, he noticed a large, unusual shape moving beneath the water, bigger than the surrounding rocks. At first, he was unsure of what it was, but then he realized the seal was actively chasing away a shark. In a fascinating display of strength and bravery, Solo was able to successfully scare off the predator, proving just how protective and fierce these creatures can be when defending their territory. Number 2. Tiger shark versus hammerhead shark. Ryan Wilsey was fishing for tuna off the coast of Louisiana when he stumbled upon an unbelievable scene, a fierce battle between a tiger shark and a hammerhead shark. This wasn't just any ordinary fishing trip. As Ryan reeled in a hammerhead shark, an unexpected predator arrived, a hungry tiger shark, eager for an easy snack. Tiger sharks are infamous for their wide-ranging diet, often dubbed the garbage cans of the ocean because they will eat just about anything: fish, sea turtles, birds, and even other sharks. The water churned with splashes and flashes of gray as the 2 sharks thrashed and circled each other. For a moment, it looked like the hammerhead might break free, twisting and snapping in a desperate attempt to escape. But the tiger shark's sheer size and strength quickly turned the tide. Even the crew on Ryan's boat was stunned, watching in awe as the ocean's top predators clashed right before their eyes. When the tiger shark saw the hammerhead, it didn't hesitate. It attacked, relentlessly biting the smaller shark over and over again. Tiger sharks, with their powerful jaws and aggressive nature, are well equipped to overpower even the most formidable of prey. The hammerhead, struggling to break free, was eventually pulled off the fisherman's line by the tiger shark. Weakened and wounded, it tried to escape, but it was no match for the larger predator. Within moments, the tiger shark made its move, finishing off the hammerhead with ease. This rare and brutal interaction highlights the fierce competition for survival in the ocean. While Ryan came for tuna, he left with an unforgettable front-row seat to one of nature's most dramatic and primal displays. Number 1. Seal escapes from shark. Imagine a seal, barely escaping the jaws of a hungry great white shark, finds itself perched right on the shark's nose. It was an incredible scene, captured by Dublin-based photographer David Jenkins, while on a shark tour boat off Cape Town. The shark, in its usual sneak attack, had come up from below, something it's famous for, but this time, it missed its prey. The seal, quick on its flippers, managed to stay balanced on the shark's snout before diving back into the water, swimming away to safety. For a split second, the two animals locked eyes, almost as if both were surprised by the bizarre turn of events. Onlookers on the boat gasped, some even cheering for the seal's daring escape. The tension in the air was electric, with everyone glued to the unfolding drama just meters away. Moments like this are rare, and even seasoned wildlife photographers rarely get to witness such a close call. Jenkins, sharing the story with Yahoo News UK, explained that this occurred while the seals were heading back to Seal Island after feeding at sea, with the sharks trailing just beneath them. The great white, blending in perfectly with the dark ocean below, was nearly invisible to the seal, making it hard to spot the predator until it was too late. Great whites are incredibly stealthy hunters, using their dark, camouflaged backs to blend into the deep water when looking up from below. When the shark makes its move, it can accelerate at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour in a single burst, leaping out of the water in a dramatic breach to grab its prey. This hunting technique is called wave washing, and it's one of the most effective ways for sharks to ambush seals. What do you think about these jaw-dropping moments when sharks picked the wrong fight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.